Hi friends, good evening or good morning or good night wherever you are on this planet. And my name is Kumar. Channel name is Kumar Exclusive. You know, right? My primary aim is to confront the wrongdoing of Indians, especially in H-1B. And before start this topic, I have received from one of my subscribers. He's a beloved Indian, and he sent me these two caps. Okay, but I am not wearing this because the topic is little controversial, and highly sensitive. And if I wear that cap, the readers or viewers or maybe my followers or non-followers, please subscribe. They might misunderstand that I am representing the MAGA, so I am supporting the MAGA. So topic is one-sided. So I don't want to give that impression. That's the reason. Though my subscriber who sent this requested me to wear this in every video. Okay. Point one clear. Why it is for peace, right? So that's the reason I wear this. And coming to this topic, because when I type in my comments, YouTube comments search, several people ask this video. That is the core reason I'm making this video. I'm taking my time, personal time out and making this. Though I made enough videos on H-1B, right? You know, I wrote a lot at great length on Facebook earlier. Now I'm not in Facebook, and I have my own blog and a YouTube channel from 2013. I'm making videos on H-1B topic. Why did the Trump change his stance on H-1B is the topic of the video. So, okay. So now, before going in, we will see what is H-1B, who are the beneficiaries, and what is going on currently, why there is a fight, right? H-1B is a temporary work permit given for 3 years and one more extension 3 years, 6 years, and one last extension 7 years. So one guy can come to America on H-1B worker visa. That skill is not available in America. Work and can go back to their home country is the core intention of creation of this work visa you call, or inception of it in 1990s. But what is currently happening, we will see going forward. So who are the beneficiaries? One, the employer in America. Two, the other party outside America who is coming in, right? For both the H-1B boat. These are the two parties. Who are the other parties beneficiaries? U.S.C, that government who approves the application, right? H-1B employer in the sense is a broker, basically submit a pile of pages, it's basically an application. The broker submit, and if it is approved, then you will come to US and work for that broker to a client, whoever the client he has. Or if he is a client come employer, that's we call US client full-time employer. The second kind of broker is Indian outsourcing companies bring or send, whatever. Because send, I use the word because they are located outside America, right, headquarters. And the third category is H-1B consultancies. There are three types of brokers. Who are the H-1B consultancies? Like whoever Indian came here in any immigrant, non-immigrant visa, got a green card, then they start a consultancy called third type of H-1B brokers. So FedEx, UPS, USPS, White Paper, whoever sell, all those are attorneys. Those are all beneficiaries of the H-1B, attorneys. So they get use money. Okay. So now later on, 1990s, I talked to one attorney while writing the book. Okay. So then book on online. Then he told during the mainframe time, so Indian attorneys made some amendments, lobbying you call, and then they made H-1B for anyone, any skill. What is the idea of H-1B? Whatever the skill that is not available here, then bring it in. But during 1990s, they made it for everything. Later on, some attorneys sue U.S.C or fight or confront, whatever. They made it H-1B for BA, QA, testing, any kind of jobs in IT. Especially this is not for IT. When they trying to put this for skills that are not locally available. That is a core intention, purpose. But what is happening? This is happening. So are they totally bad? 10% are good. Good. I am not giving a character certificate. I am saying 10% of them are US client full time working for the client. For example, I went to Seattle. The guy working there 18 hours a day, that paid that much salary, but he got lots of tension. You never know, if the product doesn't supply, they will fire. They will fire means 60 days cycle. During Obama time, 15 days is there. Earlier Trump administration time, they made it to 2 months, 60 days. That is 45 business days. If you exclude Saturday, Sundays, 45 business days. They have to hit another H-1B petitioner. They have to find another broker. Before broker, they have to find a client who give a, because client is God, right? Who give a cash paycheck to the broker. So that broker gets the money, he will pay something to them. So that's how 60 days. That also I kept a lot of videos how to hit a project in 60 days, whatever. So this is going on. So then majority share Indians are applying and Indians are taking it. It is not that others are lack, but the volume is high. We are applying, and it is a lottery system. There is no merit system. So more applications, so more picking is our guys, right? So for example, one Pakistani they applying for H-1B and 1 million applying, and there is a lottery system. Do you think who will get it? Something like that. So then over a period of time, more and more are coming in. Then they want green card, right? Nobody wants to exit after 7 years. Then they started a green card process. Again, it is 3 stages: labor, I-140 and 485. So labor, they will show no American is available here and they will get it approved. I-140 stage, they hold those papers by these H-1B brokers, because the employee, the slave doesn't go, right? The book defined H-1B is an indentured servitude. And the outside is 485. They get a EAD. So more and more are coming in. Then the long line will be there, right? But there is a bogus or fake propaganda. I cannot say fake, but there is a bogus or misinformation by Indian media and Indians is waiting period is 100 years. No, that's wrong. Each case, immigration, each fingerprint different, each immigration different, story different. What is your priority date? An one Indian guy, doctor wrote, I came to US 19 years ago, I'm waiting for green card. To write that also I wrote a post on, lot of posts I wrote on X, and it went viral, and suddenly my followers increased on X. So please read those posts. I cannot make all those videos, right? So then he said 19 years I didn't get a green card. For to write a story it's fine, but you are sending misinformation. When did you arrive is not the question here. When did you stand in line for a green card is called priority date. What is that date you stand in line is important. From there 10 to 20 years most of them will get it until they are alive. Their paycheck is nothing but dollars, is nothing but immigration status. That should run. Then they will get it. But if they die or if they return to India, the file closed, then gone, right? So that's how some people they went, or such people also called me and shared their experiences. Their children are in H-1B. It's called DACA. 200k children are there, H-1B children. DACA means illegally entered children. Okay, don't get confused between DACA and DALCA. So up to there, I'm taking slowly point by point. That is the priority date. So that date is important. So not knowing this, many Indians say, the reason first of all I am making videos for H-1B topic is 90% on H-1B do not know H-1B rules. So that's the reason I initially started, and then my ex-employers used to follow those days, and then they asked me to come to the office and scold me. Ex-hiring manager scolded Indians. Americans appreciated. Why are you making? I didn't take anybody's names. I'm only educating, like time and day off, per diem. So MA students and students on H-1B got H-1B. They asked so many questions. Then I made episodes of episodes, like maybe 800 videos exclusively for a episode behind the scenes, another 400, like that 4,000 videos I made, right? So since this topic I am really exhausted, but since people ask, so I'm making this video. So what happened is, like in India, politicians announce, right? Like for example, Honorable Prime Minister Modi, when the first time before the first tenure going for elections, he said in quotes, right? Once he get elected, he will bring back all the black money from Swiss bank and deposit 15 lakh INR in every Indian citizen's account. Do you have 15 lakhs INR in your account? I'm asking Indians in India watching this video. Do you have that? No, right? Something like that. Trump has suddenly changed after elections. Before elections, he said, MAGA, make America great again. That means he said, he want America to be great. That means hire Americans, buy American stuff. But hire American, when MAGA rule was, in implementation also, one Indian outsourcing company again, Webster, New York, asked me to come to work, and he doesn't want to hire American, is what he told. So even if there is a MAGA rule also, it's not possible to implement for Indians who are in the hiring manager position, because they want only Indians, because they get commissions, right? So that is one. So when it comes to Trump, Donald Trump, the former U.S. president, earlier built his political identity on America First slogan. It was the earlier presidents also, they used it, okay, promising protect American jobs. But why he has softened his stance on H-1B visa recently? Let's break this down. Okay, the Trump back in 2016, Trump was a vocal critic of H-1B program. Then all the MAGA people, that is Americans, white Americans, who are supporting the Republican Party, are fully attracted, who are opposing the H-1B, or who lost, many Americans lost jobs because of H-1B. So he claimed, let me read again, back in 2016, Trump was a vocal critic of H-1B program. He claimed it was a misused by companies to replace American workers with cheaper foreign labor. He even promised to end abuse in the system to protect American jobs. To quote an example, one electrical client in Long Island, and one of the Indian outsourcing companies. So they're replacing, the client is replacing Americans with Indian outsourcing companies, but they want to get a visas, right? They are in India, right? So locally I am available on H-1B, so they hired me. Once they get visas, they will kick. That is a problem with Indian outsourcing companies as a prime vendor. So every client insert one wall before them. They said, don't come to my office, you come through this gate. That gate is, they call prime vendor. Just sharing your salary, because they don't want to take your burden. This prime vendor doesn't have a capacity to file H-1B to you. He will take it from your employer, H-1B petitioner, broker. But what happens, this vendor also insert the brokers, hiring manager also insert. So like that, H-1Bs are eating money. Whereas prime and American client full-time job is fine. But outsourcing companies, there are no brokers in between. When it comes to consultancies, everybody is forming as a broker and sitting on money. So that is what going on. This is after replacing Americans. When American get 250K, if it is replaced by Indian outsourcing company, he get 50K. Then who is eating the 200K? So that's what 2016 H-1Bs are neither highly skilled nor immigration, is what Trump said. And then first Fast forward to today, fast forward to today, that is today's Trump's campaign has shifted gears. He now acknowledges the contribution of skilled immigrants under H-1B program, praising their role in building companies like Google, Microsoft and Tesla. 2024 we want the best and brightest is what Trump said. And so why this change? Here are the reasons. One is business interest. Big tech companies have heavily lobbied, including Indian outsourcing companies also do lobbying. Lobbying is nothing but bribing. Bribing in India crime, but lobbying is here it is legal, but in India lobbying is nothing but bribing, illegal crime, right? So heavily lobbied for H-1B program, arguing it's vital for innovation. Political strategy. With elections around the corner, Trump may trying to win back support from the immigrant communities and tech sectors. So next one is economic realities. The US face shortage of skilled workers in STEM fields, making H-1B holders indispensable. That means, for example, I have to give earlier one example. I talked to one of the followers and I asked him, he is an American basically. What is your opinion? He said, Trump is a businessman, Trump is a liar. After win elections he will change because he wants a business to promote, right? That's one. So indispensable because I was working in Montana. There is a 36 hours migration project in Massachusetts. Those who are in America will understand. 3,000 plus miles. So the Indian outsourcing company will give a flight ticket, but I can't leave my car and stuff there, right? So I drove just for 36 hours migration project. Because one company, one client is merging into another client, there are big shots and someone has to do that networking job. Rest of them are Americans, but who will go travel? Can you imagine? And I supposed to get $1,000 per day or whatever term, more than 1,000. It's a bidding project, but the consultancy whom I worked, H-1B petitioner, told a lie and he took it maximum. So that's how they cheat employees basically, if you are from the consultancies. But every client may not do H-1B sponsorship. That also you need to remember. You don't blame the messenger. Okay, don't kill messenger. So that's how. And for example, in American has a house here. He cannot move for some. They move for $25. They can't go to California, right? And they cannot survive. But H-1Bs go. It is because if you don't work, if you don't get money every day, your project ends, your immigration status is going to die. So for that is the core responsibility pushed onto the H-1B employee than the employer. Okay, then this change hasn't gone unnoticed. Some Americans see it as a betrayal, like Trump just fuck MAGA people is what they feel. America first promise. On the other hand, H-1B workers and their supporters are argue system still exploit them with restrictive visa rules and wage disparities. 30% tax and whatever the US citizen pay, the same thing H-1Bs also pay. But when H-1B has to exit the country, gone. Everything will stay with them. But whereas US citizen, after retirement, they get that money back, right? SSN money, whatever. So critics is Trump change about the helping Americans, just courting votes. Okay, then the future of H-1B remains uncertain. Even H-1Bs got fear. Like even before Trump takes office itself, President-elect Trump takes office itself, several H-1Bs left because projects ended, filed. So the Trump shift highlights how this program is both an asset and a challenge. A debate will likely to intensify as we approach the elections, during the elections time. What do you think about Trump's change in tone after elections, right? Is it a pragmatic move or just a political opportunism? Okay, that's what he took a U-turn basically, Trump, right? H-1B a political U-turn. Okay, that's what. And Trump evolving stance H-1B raises important questions. Back in 2016, he said like that, and why it happened. I'm just recapping whatever I told. Trump vocally criticized H-1B and for alleged replacing Americans and cheaper foreign worker. He several times he told that, and then why this change? That's what, because they did a lobbying, and that's the reason. And Trump literally fuck MAGA people is the question. We have to wait and see after take over the office what happens. And then Elon Musk, and some say Elon Musk is acting as a president, and then Vivek Ramaswamy, and then now people forgot who is going to be vice president, because Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are releasing a lot of statements, and Sri Ram Krishnan they had, and he also suggested remove the green card cap. So I will play some videos, 2 videos and screenshots how it's going on. And I watched one professor's video. He quoted a line in India, Telugu video. In India, Hindus are attacking minorities, right? Muslims and Christians. But when it comes to H-1B, majority are Hindus, right? But let's use the word Indian. So Indians are being trolled by Americans in America. Karma is a boomerang, right? It's called karma boomerang. What goes around comes around. He didn't say that word. And he told his son also on H-1B working in Google. So now the situation is like Indians here are treated as minorities is what they are receiving it. But Indians in India ill-treat minorities there, right? So see this cycle. And it is not just about jobs, it's votes and merit-based. H-1B is not merit-based, it's purely luck, lottery system, one. And green card also employers they file in EB2, EB3 categories, and it takes 10 to 20 years max. And so whoever says 100 years, 150 years, that's simply bogus. They don't know the ABCs of H-1B. So then Trump change acknowledged the H-1B workers' contribution to U.S. innovation, like Google, Microsoft, Nadendla. Some they came on F1 visa, later they came on H-1B and then got green cards. And one of my followers got a O visa and then got a green card. O visa is for talent, right? So you should have that extraordinary talent. And EB1, there are a lot of categories, right? 5 types, EB1 to EB5. For EB1 also, different categories are there. One of the category, outsourcing companies are extremely misusing it, because they are bringing everyone from India, around 3,000 people, they are making them as managers here. Does that whole team are managers? That is a question, right? So that's what the Indian companies are doing. Frauds, extremely violence is there, fraud. Like for example, my ex-employer from New Jersey, I don't remember the exact New Brunswick. The guy CEO now are available, the consultancy, and Maryland, the government client want everyone on the line, but he didn't come up. So somebody registered at some .com and vanished, give it to some brokers. That broker is on H4 visa. He ran the company and he doesn't know English. The company in the sense consultancy. Offshore team told he bought a girl from woman, not girl, and put in the guest house. Guest house means an apartment where 20 people, 25, 30 people live until get a project. That's called bench. According to Department of Labor, bench is illegal. So that woman, he wants that, he want to fuck her basically. She told offshore team, this is what this guy is doing. He didn't give food, water and anything. He said, unless you give that, he doesn't provide anything. Then offshore team advised him, and every consultancy here has an offshore India team also, because $50 is the monthly pay, right, salary for any kind of roles, HR, accounts, anything. So then she complained and returned to India. Department of Labor gave a letter to her. Whenever you go to U.S. consulate in India, show this letter. She was deported basically, because That is a problem on H-1B. If you complain about employer, that is H-1B petitioner, the employee will be deported. The employer, who is that employer? Who hold a fucking green card or a US passport, US citizenship by naturalization, and government cannot do anything to them. So they do all kinds of white collar crime unlimited. So that New Jersey guy, when they give fake paychecks, fake W2s, and then IRS and U.S.C, there is a sync, not synced. So they don't know. They will say this company doesn't exist. But U.S.C will approve H-1B. Department of Labor will verify paychecks, fake paychecks. Salary doesn't deposited in the H-1B's bank account. But H-1B is working in the Washington DC next to Trump's office during that time, 2018. These many violations, this much violence, even if you complain, confront, take them to court, court will give a favorable judgment to them. Justice is bogus like in India and here, and crime never ends, crime always wins. It is because systems are like that. So whereas you have a PR or like Australia, Canada, I mean that's the reason Germany Times magazine followed me 1 year, and then they came to my house in New Jersey and then interviewed me. And what kind of visa do you suggest for Indians in India for Germany? Then I said, don't introduce an Indian or a broker system like H-1B. Give directly a card when they are in India or when they land into Germany. Then is safe for your country. If you introduce a broker system like H-1B, like an Indian giving application broker system, my guys will fuck your country and fuck Indians also. This is the advice I gave them on the camera. And they wrote it in German language. Sorry. Watching that, I read that article in German language, a Telugu guy wrote from there, and he told me, he asked me one question. After you expose this much, why government is not doing any action against the consultancies or H-1B petitioners except catch hold of H-1Bs at port of entry and deport them? So this much violence or what you call crime, I have been exposing it, but nothing is materialized. Nothing is going to stop. Only 1 in 1 million get caught and go to jail or maybe deported in H-1B petitioners violations issues. But otherwise, they do continuously white collar crime, and their friends enjoys it. Their friends appreciate these guys as my guy is a consultancy owner. My guy is, and these consultancies now started producing richest films. I don't want to name the film names. Recently, they released all richest in the sense spent 1,000 crores, something like that. Telugu movie, expensive Telugu movies producers. These are all because they got excess money. Some they even participated in elections in India. I don't know with the US citizenship how can they participate there. They become MLAs and MPs there. So that much money is there. You got it right. So that's the reason. And what happens if they stop it? So synopsis is like H-1B is a US based employer has to file, and the filing fees will be $2,000 to $6,000 based on the number of employees. That's the reason they start multiple companies on spouse, brother-in-law's name, so that the fees will be less. But their fees is charged to the candidates in consultancies cases. Whereas outsourcing companies, they take a bond. Whereas full-time clients, they don't do this shit. They follow all U.S.C, DOL, IRS rules. But in the first place, they have to hire Americans, right? That is a question. That is where this H-1B went into the controversies and controversial. There are so many positive stories we can tell, like Google pitch, Microsoft, and top 10 top 10 some American companies. Our guys are CEOs. That list is also there. That also I wrote a post. So it will never end. It will be like that. But what happens? What did originally what you call the American politician said, that is important, right? Yeah. I will place this video so that I don't need to read, right? So thank you very much for watching this video. This is upon the request of my followers. in the search when I type H-1B, many people ask me this question my channel. This is exclusively for those who have requested this. Thank you for your patience for watching this long video, and God bless you. I wish you good luck, Happy New Year, and Americans, I wish them good luck too. God bless you, and please comment, like, subscribe. See you in the...
And these are corporations whose main argument is, we just can't find Americans to do this work, and we just need to go all over the world to bring people in. If you listen to them, they will tell you two things. First, in terms of low-skilled jobs, they say they need foreign workers to do the jobs that Americans just won't do. And then, Madam President, this is what really gets me. They tell us that they need more H-1B visas because Americans are just not smart enough to be computer professionals, engineers, university professors. Just can't find anybody to be a university professor. Accountants, I guess Americans don't add very well. We can't do that work. Financial analysis. Nurses, I guess we just don't have the capability of producing nurses. Psychologists, Americans, I guess, can't do that. Lawyers. My God, if there's anything the United States is capable of producing are lawyers, but I guess we need more lawyers to come into this country as well, and elementary school teachers. Madam President, I guess the young people who graduate college in America are not quite qualified to be school teachers. Now, Madam President, if Americans won't take low-skilled jobs that pay poverty-level wages, and presumably if they're not smart enough to do high-skilled jobs, I think the question we have to ask is what kind of jobs are going to be available for the American people. We can't do low-skilled jobs, we can't do high-skilled jobs. Hey, what's there for us? And I happen to think that the Congress should be spending a lot more time discussing this issue and making it easier for us to create decent-paying jobs for American workers instead of allowing corporate interests to drive wages down by importing more and more people into this country to do the work that Americans should be doing.
Mm-hmm.